the group 10 and we discuss about service excellence and leadership. Introduction. Sa chapter na to, i-discuss namin yung relationship ng service quality, productivity, profitability, and also sa chapter na to, i-explain yung tools and approaches na mag-a-assist ng organization sa pag-reach at pag-maintain ng service ng quality at profitability. The next slide is learning objectives. At the end of this chapter, the student should be able to explain the relationship between service quality, productivity, and profitability. Second, know the different dimensions of service quality. Third, understand the importance of customer feedback. Familiarize with the tools used to analyze service quality problems. Learn the different system approaches to service quality and productivity. Know the differentiate the kinds of organization based on service leadership. The next slide is reality bites. Dito naman, so ang Big 2 ay isang leading beverage company sa Pilipino. Nagpo-produce siya ng iba't ibang uri ng drinks like juices, soft drinks, milk product, and drinks. And nagsisimula din yung operation ng Big 2 noong 1960s. This company became popular and become major beverage company and nag-expand din to international and transportation. At yung mga brands na pumasok sa pumatok nung mga panahon this year 1960 is Sesto for juices, Toot beer for Coca-Cola drinks, and 2B for bottled water. Ang transportation ay nakapag-produce ng two established brands. Ito ay Gravy para sa motorcycle ride at ang Balangkas para sa mga four wheels. At nagtagal ang Big 2 at naka-earn sila ng trusted brand recognition. So ang brand na ito ay naging popular sa tagline na Heeding the Filipino Way. The next slide is relationship between service quality, productivity, and profitability. So profitability is realized if the companies learn and provide service quality and to become productive. Customer satisfaction is an evaluation, and ang service quality naman ay nagre-refer sa relatively stable attitudes and beliefs about a firm. If your customer is satisfied, they most likely to repeat a purchase. Satisfied, they higher spendings and referrals. Dito papasok yung mga kapag si customer na satisfied sa mga binigay natin na service sa kanila, bumabalik-balik sila sa atin, and minsan nag-refer pa sila ng ibang tao. But if the companies have higher productivity, they would be more profitable since cost would be less. The relationship between productivity and service quality is more complex. There are conflict with each other. So it's very important that the both activities and strategies is considered together to pair with aim yung customer satisfaction. It will be more profitable. The next slide is measuring service quality. So, dito naman, ito yung key factor and result-oriented para makuha nyo yung strategies for satisfy customer and also to convince the become a loyal customer if ma-reach yung needs and desire ng isang customer by delivering the quality of products and services. And there is two criteria on how to measure service quality. The first type of measure, ito yung related based on non-quantifiable process. Ito yung mga ino-observe, ito yung measures based sa feedback, perspective, and perception ng isang customer. Tinatawag din siyang soft standards, and the other category is hard standards. Ito yung measures na collected and process-based activities and outcomes that can calculated, time, or computed. Some companies mini-measures yung service quality para mas maintindihan yung correct status and to learn set directions for improvement based on study conducted by Niedia Senga and Tomolius 2019. And among sport fitness business, service quality and tariffs, ito yung mga tools na ginagamit nila for quality service na directly affect customer satisfaction. The next slide is understanding the dimension of service quality. Next slide, understanding the dimensions of service quality. Ito yung may iba't ibang perceptions ng quality service na pwedeng maka-influence in different ways. The manner on how service was rendered, may iba't ibang perceptions on appreciations ang bawat customers kung paano ba nami-meet yung expectations nila. The next one is service quality. Ito yung nakapekto siya sa perceptions ng isang customers at need din natin na ang service organization is consistent para ma-meet yung expectations ni customers or ni client. The next slide is assurance. The dimension is about the ability of organization to communicate guaranteed quality service to customer. Ito yung ability na makonvince natin yung customer na magbigay ng trust at confidence sa atin. Kumbaga sila yung kailangan nating i-assure sila. And ano nga ba yung organizations? Organizations, also known as credibility and competence. Ito yung organizations provide assurance that the customer has chosen the right service provider. Si competence naman, ito yung kailangan natin mag-provide ng assurance sa customers natin para tama yung pinili nilang service na na-meet yung expectations ni customers. Sa empathy, next slide, empathy. The dimensions speaks about the ability of service organizations to be more compassionate and responsible to the clients. Ito yung mga needs and wants ni clients na nami-meet yung expectations nila. And dito pinapractice ng iba't ibang hotels yung empathy. Nagbibigay effort sila para alamin yung mga needs and wants ni customer. So, once na bumalik sila sa magiging convenience to para mas matrain palalo, sila para maging friendly, approachable, considerate, respectful, and courteous, not only the customers, pati na rin yung belongings and properties nila. Ito yung sinasabi na kailangan laging attentive kay customers and nami-meet yung expectations ni customers sa atin. Yun lang.
Number 3, reliability. The consistency and dependability of a service organization to deliver service based on the expectation of clients. Service organizations are able to deliver the same results and satisfaction at different periods of transactions among customers. Service organizations can accurately replicate the delivery of service every time it is required. These services follow a set of parameters wherein the customer's needs are met. This dimension is centered on following a process that is not affected by any changes in variables such as human time factors. So, dito po sa reliability, pumapasok yung pagiging trustworthy mo at kung paano mo mapaperform ng maayos yung service sa mga customers. Siyempre po, di ba, bilang isang service providers, kailangan po ay readily available po tayo para i-assist yung mga customers natin at maitama po yung mga errors at mga issues in a timely and efficient manner. So, number 4, responsiveness. This dimension is about the manner on how the service organizations react to customers' needs. The reaction is measured based on promptness in attending to concerns, sensitivity and enthusiasm in delivering the request, and flexibility in adapting to specific needs of the customers. Customers expect nothing less from what they think is due to them. It is expected that organizations are ready, willing, and adaptive to requirements emanating from guests. Clients may decide not to come back whenever they feel that organization cannot provide the needs that they demand. So, dito po sa responsiveness, ito po yung willingness mo na tulungan yung mga customers. Example po is, kapag yung customers po ay nag-drop ng mail regarding sa ilang information tungkol sa product nyo, matutukoy po yung pagiging responsive mo mula sa kung gaano mo kabilis matutugunan yung desired information na dinrap ng customer. Next po, 5. Tangibility. Service delivery is enhanced when complemented with the appropriate physical facilities, correct tools and equipment, competent personnel, and even by other guests. Physical facilities often influence customer satisfaction if properly communicated to clients. Theme parks must be able to create an ambience that would heighten the experience of parkgoers when they are going around the area. Tools and equipment must function properly and adequately to deliver the expected outputs. So, yung tangibility, ito yung mga physical features ng isang service na naipoprovide tulad po ng tulad na lang po ng appearance ng building and cleanliness ng facilities at yung appearance po ng mga personnel. Next po, objectives of customers' feedback. Dito po, nabanggit ni Misuraka, Sepi at Spano 2019, Nissan at Shibo 2011, at Vigen, Shaw and Grant 2017 na yung pag-collect at pag-analyze ng customer feedback ay isang mahalagang susi sa success ng isang organization. Dahil po inaalaw nito na patuloy na matutunan at ma-adapt ng organizations yung kanilang mga offering na preferences and needs ng isang customer. Next po, the following are some general objectives of customer feedback. 1 is performance appraisal. Customer feedback are often studied in order to learn the performance of the organization in comparison to its previous accomplishments or in comparison to its competitors. The result could be a factor to consider as to the directions on where the organization plans to proceed. This could also provide indications on the impact of investments or service innovations. So, based on the customer feedback, yung performance appraisal daw po is about sa kung paano na-perform ng maayos ng mga staff yung kanilang service, ay dapat po pahalagan natin yung service na ginawa nila. Example po, kumain ka sa isang restaurant at nagkaroon po ng maayos na experience dahil po sa magandang performance ng staff, so kailangan po natin silang i-commend o purihin sa kanilang performance na ginawa. Next, number 2, customer-focused organization. A customer-focused organization relies on feedback in order to understand the needs and wants of the clients and to provide customer satisfaction. Also, through the inputs from customer feedback, the organization can define a service quality culture that would be dedicated to the delight of the clients. The organization provides service with the customer's welfare and satisfaction in mind. So, dito nga daw po, sinusubukan pong i-improve ng organization yung customer satisfaction sa pamamagitan po ng pag-anticipate sa needs ng mga customer. Example po dito ay yung pag-create ng mga positive interactions sa customers at pag-a-apply po ng mga changes based po sa mga feedbacks ng customer. Next po, number 3, customer-driven growth. Understanding the customer feedback would guide the organizations on what to offer customers to be loyal to them. Feedback would give the organization on how to further improve the service and to develop products that customers would want. The directions for improvement and innovation are based on the inputs shared by the customers. So, dito po, kailangan i-prioritize yung mga strategies and practices na nagke-create po ng mga positive experiences for the customers through communications, service, and product. Kailangan din po na pakinggan yung mga suggestions and feedbacks ng mga customers para na rin po sa ika-improve ng organizations. Next, so here's the tools to analyze service quality problems. In the operation of business, there are obstacles encountered or problems to occur for service quality. The following are some of the tools that can be used to determine the problem in order to avoid such from happening again. 1. The fishbone diagram. This tool tries to determine the root cause of the problem. This technique uses cause and effect analysis in understanding the problem. Stakeholders identify and list down all the possible reasons that might be causing the problem. The identified reasons are grouped into different categories and presented similar to a diagram resembling a fishbone where it got its name. Once the specific problems had been identified, the categories are subjected to another tool to determine the magnitude of impact of the problem. So, yung common uses nga po ng fishbone diagram ay para po makaiwas sa depekto sa kalidad ng product at para ma-identify po yung mga potential factors na nagkakos po ng pangkalaatang epekto. At yung pinaka-problem po ay nakalagay po sa bandang ulo o sa bibig po ng isda. Next, 2. Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis identifies the main reasons why such issues happen. This tool differentiates the major issues from the minor issues in order for organization to prioritize which issues should be addressed immediately or more importantly. This type of analysis often yields that 80% of a certain problem is caused by only 20% of all the possible reasons identified by the fishbone diagram. The combined tool of fishbone diagram and Pareto analysis is often used in the service industry to identify the main reasons of service failures. So, yung Pareto analysis po, ito po yung nag-identify ng main causes of problem at itong tool na ito po ay yung ginagamit sa pag-differentiate po ng major at minor issues para ma-identify kung ano ba yung issues yung dapat unahin. Next po, number 3, blueprinting. A detailed and well-designed blueprint provides easy detection on where the problem occurred. Further, this tool would allow planners to anticipate the possible segments of fail points. This would also allow an understanding on how much effect an issue can generate onward to the next steps of the process. Sabi nga po dito, yung blueprinting daw po ay yung ginagamit para madaling ma-detect kung saan po nagmula yung problema. Next is understanding productivity. So, productivity is basically the quantity of goods, products, and services produced from the amount of materials, resources, and assets used. In simpler terms, it is a measure of output based on the amount of input used. So, yung productivity nga daw po ay yung bilang ng goods, product, and services na na-produce sa pamamagitan po ng materials, resources, and assets na ginamit. Or in short term po, it refers to outputs based sa amount ng inputs na binigay. Measuring productivity in some areas of a service firm may be a challenge as compared to others. The services availed by spa customers could be determined per day or per week, but the delight of customers may vary due to several factors, including customer preferences, attendance skills, and customer experiences. As a final point, productivity refers to the output based on a certain amount of inputs. Efficiency. It is a measure of how well things are done based on a given standard in a specific time period. So, yung efficiency po, kapag po na ibibigay natin yung service sa nakatakdang oras, doon po pumapasok yon, yung efficiency. Next, effectiveness. It is a degree to which an organization meets its objectives and desired outcomes. Dito naman po, kapag na-meet o naibigay natin yung desired outcomes at na-satisfy natin yung customers, doon natin masasabi na effective po yung ginawa natin. Last, refining service productivity. In the service industry, being productive does not guarantee a successful business venture. Organizations survive based on how well they are able to provide guest needs and wants. These organizations continually employ strategies in order to provide the best services in the most efficient ways. So, sa service industry nga daw po, hindi lang sa pagiging productive masasabi natin na successful ang isang business. Nagbe-base din po tayo sa kung paano natin maayos na maibibigay yung needs and wants ng customers. Kaya po kailangan na patuloy na magpatupad ng mga strategies para daw po makapag-provide ng mga services in most efficient way.
Strategies in improving service productivity. So, hindi ko na po iisa-isahin yan. Diretso explain ko na lang po. It is one way is through improving the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behavior of existing and new staff involved in service delivery and performance through battery system of recruitment, training, development, and motivation. Next is system of service quality and productivity. It is the service quality and productivity management describes that the quality and productivity are twin paths in creating value for both customers and organizations. This book describes how to improve service quality and productivity and discuss how to use key tools including customers' feedback systems to achieve this. Next is service leadership. Servant leadership is a leadership philosophy built on the belief that the most effective leadership strives to serve others rather than accrue power or take control. The aforementioned others can include customers, partners, fellow employees, and the community at large. The term was coined by management expert. Thank you.